Welcome viewers. So what this is 5 minutes chart of Nifty, and what Nifty has done today. We were discussing yesterday that there is now crossover on upside, so it's consistent that the trend is down on a shorter time frame. The same thing happened in the opening itself, and the crossover which appeared to have happened here didn't conclude, didn't happen. Okay, so it went nearby and again diverged from here. And if you look here also, there is a slight crossovers within a very narrow range. Okay, you can see here, and here there is a again a crossover which broken out of the earlier narrow range. Okay, so this appears to be positive toward the end of the day. Okay, but what we predicted in our yesterday's video and what has actually happened, let us see. We anticipated bias on downside. Okay, let me change the color here so that, yeah, so we said our bias is going to be negative for today. It worked out very well. Okay, and we expected a movement downward towards this level, but 0.718 retracement and then 952. So this level is taken care, and 842 is not yet made since the low made is 25,891. Okay, we are still awaiting this level on the chart. Okay, so this downward bias worked out very well for today. So what is there in store for tomorrow? Let us see the updated chart. Okay, so let us move to 1 day time frame chart and see uh, we can get if we can get any reference levels based on the data already generated using the indicator. Yeah, this was the chart we were using in our analysis, and what we predicted 953 is taken out today on intraday basis, but Nifty closed well above this level. Okay, so again this becomes an important level, 25,953, again an important level, and low of today also becomes important, the breach and sustenance of which will call for a new low. Okay, so 25,891 followed by, and this candle, this is the swing low, 25,840. Okay, so once this level is breached and sustained, you will see a very big movement on the downside towards 25,661, that is 0.618 Fibonacci ratio, golden ratio. Okay, so all the way towards 25,661, but we are not expecting this level immediately tomorrow. Okay, from where we are now, 25,986 we closed. And one more thing is that yesterday market Nifty closed above 26,000. Today it closed below 26,000. As per sentiment wise also, it looks negative. So our scope on the upside is limited for Nifty. So we don't expect any big move on upside. Uh, okay, so we limit our upward view in case of any gap up or intraday short covering. Okay, so our scope on upside is very limited, 60-70 points, but the scope on the downside is much more than what it is on the upside. Okay, so this is uh, Nifty we have covered. Let us move to Sensex. So Sensex options expiry is there tomorrow, so you may expect volatility in the market, especially in Sensex options. Okay, yeah, here it is, the similar chart and similar indicators, and with Sensex also this level 84,875 is important even for tomorrow, followed by today's low 84,763, then 84,478. So this swing low. Okay, so breach of which you are looking at golden ratio, that is big negative towards 83,867. Okay, so for today we are not looking at this number immediately, but in a day or two, you may see that number on the screen if the momentum continues downwards. So on upside, our expectation or the scope of analysis is limited 85 to 69, followed by 85 321, beyond which we are not thinking. Our view gets, our bias gets negated. So for tomorrow, that is 4th of December, our bias is going to be negative, and the most likely levels are these levels. Similarly for Nifty as well. So don't get fooled by the first few candles on the time frame, whatever you are looking. If you missed any entry or other things, it is better to watch after 1.5 hours of the action. So generally, as per market profile, so C period, that is 1.5 hour period, is considered to be deceptive, and beyond which you can rely on candles. Okay, so if you are not carrying so on expiry days, one may think that there is a lot of potential for earning, considering the moment of option premium, especially in Sensex, considering the size of index, that is the value of index is in 84,000, above 80,000. So the variation of say 0.5%, 1% calls for 400 to 840 points. So which is very big range, and there can be sudden movement of 50 to 100, 150 points, very much possible on Sensex. So retail, majority of the retail or the newcomers may tend to think that it is easier to make money, uh, but the truth is vice versa is also true. It is easier to lose money. Okay, so if somebody wants to trade on expiry day weekly options or monthly options, so they have to define what is the capital that they are going to use for expiry trading, and how much they're willing to lose in case their view doesn't work, or if their trade backfires, where they should get out. So they should have their target as well as stop loss, okay, clear in their mind before you enter the trade. Okay, so using stop loss orders or trailing stop loss orders when your position goes into profit will protect your capital in case of stop loss order. In case of trailing stop loss order, part of your uh, profits can be saved using trailing stop loss. Okay, so protecting capital on, and also when you are in the right direction, protecting the notional gains that are displayed on your screen, okay, is a very important thing. So risk management, money management plays an important role both in investing as well as trading. Okay, so for that, education and practice, discipline, these things are very important. Okay, that's all for now. Take care. Bye.